Already starting. I'll update
look at
the
that.
names
Perfect.
while you can start talking.
So on the left we have Alan with his, how should I say, the deck he's been playing all the time, his Elementals deck, his signature deck at this point, with the signature creature-based win condition in Thicket Crashers and Creeping Trailblazers, versus Pepijn de Grijze on our Jund food list. Interesting matchup, but both Alan, Pepijn, and I agree that this is heavily favoring food.
Yeah, this is the meta match.
Yes, absolutely.
So anything, go Alan. Next match, good luck. Fatal Frenzy is the bomb. Chandra Acolyte of Flame may be better. I agree. I like Chandra Acolyte of Flame in Cavalcade.
Yep.
Okay. So look for Alan to neoform into Risen Reefs and gain infinite card advantage that way. Look for Pepijn to get Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar setup together with Trail of Crumbs or Mayhem Devil to grind incremental advantage there.
Exactly.
Both players have the capability of filling the board with infinite permanents, and both have the capability of shutting down different decks. Pepijn, like we said, with that Mayhem Devil, is better set up at controlling what Alan is trying to do. Can start pinging away Risen Reeves and Cloudkin Seers and stuff like that. So
importantly, Pepijn's list, he's, as you might recognize from the foil cards and lands, these are the same cards that Boyan played last week on Saturday in the competitive leaderboard. It's my food deck, but some changes were made. In fact, the Sanitarium Skeletons have left the deck.
Yay!
To be replaced by 2 Omen of the Dead and 2 Footlight Fiend, and then 2 of each have also reached the sideboard of those. Which makes the Elementals matchup even better, of course. If you get to sacrifice a Footlight Fiend, you get to kill a Risen Reef. Alright. In the meantime, Cavalier of Gales is pretty strong.
A very atypical game for
Yep.
Alan at this point.
Yes, not a single Risen Reef, no Neoforms. He's just...
What we also see here is that Creeping Trailblazer, which is the mainstay in the Schuur version of Elementals. I know your version is way more focused on the combo, the interactions, where Alan still has these. Nope, these guys are just here for
big
the
beat sticks, exactly.
So
yeah, I would argue that Alan's version of Team Elementals and the version that Dylan and I have made / play are different decks. They use the same engine to get going, but they have a completely different kill.
Yeah,
the same tools work, but it's a completely different matchup.
Always bring food to a tournament. Keep yourself nourished and well fed.
In the meantime, Slacker is sad about us losing the Skeletons. I'm sorry, but with Gates gone, with Elementals being the top dog, we just want the pings. And also, it's way better against aggro.
Yeah. In the meantime, we have a supporter for Dries. I'm afraid to say that Dries has fallen by the 1,000-year storm's wayside just minutes ago. Elementals is a combo deck.
Well,
often feels that way.
You know it is.
It's Elemental Storm.
I mean, Elementals is a deck that can win without declaring an attack from an empty board, so yes, it's a combo deck.
Fair.
Or it can declare an attack for like 80 damage off an empty board. In the meantime, Risen Reef gets hard fired, and the cat gets churned. Pepijn gets to Trail of Crumbs it up.
There's something so sick in the fact that you cook a meal by sticking a cat in the oven and then feed the dead cat. It's the meal, and then you get your cat back.
I've shown you the GIF, right? I've sent it to you. Yeah. Should have that at the ready for on the stream.
Sorry, I didn't have infinite time to set stuff up, unfortunately.
Very sad. Anyway, cat's ready to hop in and out of ovens. That's an attack for 1. And that is a Mayhem Devil.
Yeah, Alan seems a bit despondent in that that attack there.
Alan should have just taken the 1 there. Now Pepijn just gets to cycle and kill it. I'm passing. Pepijn still at 21. But Alan does have a 5/5 flyer. Bok. Pepijn down to 16. Alan with a new reef.
Yep.
Trigger on the stack. Pepijn will let the trigger happen. There's land.
What? Chat, you're weird, man.
Dylan, in the beginning I thought Elementals was a mid-range value deck. Yeah, no. Not what we do with it anymore. But there goes the Risen Reef. Cloud Concealer does draw another card though. But that Cloud Concealer will also die relatively quickly.
Brits.
And this is why food is favored in the matchup. And if you see Pepijn's hand, he is just 1 land away from ruining Alan's day. He has a Corvold and Liliana and the Spark Harvest.
Wow.
Yep. But for now, he might just have to be content with... Actually, no, he should probably turn the cat through the oven once to Trail of Crumbs to find his 5th land and get it into play for next turn. The combo in our Elementals list is something we can discuss like during sideboarding or something, but it basically comes down to we don't really play big creatures. We just play Omnat, Teferi's Time Twist, and Tassa just to shoot you to death off of an empty board.
You also play Cavalier of Gales.
No, Cavalier of...
Cavalier of Flame.
Cavalier of Flame, right. Cavalier of Flame to churn through the board as well. Wait, do we still play Cavalier of Flame?
You should.
I'm trying to figure out which rare we cut for the... Oh yeah, we cut the Chandra for the Tassa.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
In the meantime... I never liked the Chandra.
No, that's fair. In the meantime... Pepijn did not find his land.
Yeah, the saving grace for Alan here is the fact that Pepijn is stuck on land.
Yep. Pepijn needs to decide what he wants to do here. Can you afford to let the devil get exiled? Or do you just want to...
I mean... Oh no, wait, this version plays the Omen of Death, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And very spicily, 1 status statue.
Yeah, I saw that. I found that very weird.
Pepijn is a fan of it because you status your Mayhem Devil, you sack your cat a couple of times, and you just kill an entire board.
Ah, it's an uncommon. Okay, I thought it was a... Oh, that's awkward.
You thought it was a rare?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, so Alan neoformed into a Yarok. And Alan's hand is empty. Okay, so Alan has a Yarok in play, but is living off the top of his library. Pepijn is still not hitting lands, sadly. The cat is on the attack. Cat's on the prowl. Alan probably respecting cruelty, just gonna take 1. Okay, so
what Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sag the cat. Wait, did I not just bring the cat back? There's a land. That allows him to play Fierce Witch Stalker as well. Is that another devil? Why didn't he play that before sacking?
Yeah, it's another devil.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. Devil, sack cat, sack food, sack cat. No, that's not enough. So I think you just play Fierce Witch Stalker here. Oh, Pepijn does not agree with me. Fair enough.
Apparently, we've been upgraded to being a Yu-Gi-Oh event and then a 2020 World's Championship, and now
Nice.
we're Pokemon.
Cool. Not just multi-format, just multi-game.
Yeah,
Meteor Golem.
double trigger.
Sure. Pepijn has Corvold in hand. Doesn't matter. Alan's just dead. Wait, no, what are you... Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's correct.
So is he double sacking? Yeah.
He's gonna shoot the Meteor Golem. I'm confused now.
Yeah, he sacks and then sacks in response.
Does Elemental have a 6-drop to Neoform into the Golem? No, it does not, which is why I don't agree with the inclusion in Teamer. Like in my Sultai Elementals list, yes, I'm playing one Meteor Golem, but...
there's what seems to be blue Pokemon energy on the battlefield. Yeah, the new Constellation lands look so much like Pokemon energy.
It's lovely. I love the new Constellation lands. That's why all my graphics I made for today have them as well. Okay. Pepijn. You have your devil. You have your cat. You have no more food though, which is sad. Alan is at 10. Okay. Is that another devil? Doesn't help. So attack for 4 Corvold. Yeah, Yarok's lifelink is being relevant, but
Yeah.
Pepijn has a Corvold and he just drew a Witch's Oven.
Why did I put those dice there?
Oh, you should have known that was gonna happen. It's amazing, it's fine.
This Pepijn guy.
Yes. So, Pepijn gets to attack next turn with the Corvold. But he does lose the Mayhem Devil. That is relevant.
I thought you put them there on purpose. I did, but for useful things, like rolling a die. Swing with the dice.
There are actual +1/+1 dice
I know.
in my box, the deck box that Pepijn is using, and he's using a D20. I'm gonna have to have a good talk with this guy.
Kids these days.
Omen of the Dead, that's great. He gets the pig back up, a cat. He has Oven plus Mayhem Devil in hand. Yes. Big fan. Big fan. Okay, so cat, Oven, Evolving Wilds. I don't know why he's sorting his graveyard by creature type, but... Or by card type, but Hey, Veggie Wombat.
We have another subscriber, Veggie Wombat. Thank you very much. Your place in the Longhouse will be reserved for you, as well as a place to rest your axe and tell your stories. And we have a scoop de boop for a game 1 here.
I missed it. Did Alan scoop?
Alan scooped,
Okay.
yes. Pepijn takes the first game.
Yay, Pepijn wins. It's sad to see Elementals lose, but you know. It's Pepijn.
Only a Longhouse, not next to Odin. No, dude, come on. We need to respect the big guy. I'm not that much of a big shot to think I can compete with Odin, you know. But yeah, in the meantime,
Let's have some looks at some sideboards.
no, this
For-
is wrong.
That is wrong.
I
Absolutely.
did it again.
For Pepijn, it is not overly difficult. He has access to duress, which he doesn't likely want against Alan, but he does have access to the Scorching Dragonfires, which are huge because he needs to get the trample giving elemental off the field. Am I saying Dragonfire? I mean Heartfire. To get the 5/4 elemental off the field. And then Footlight Fiend also can come in for more pings to the 1/1 creatures. And I really think that the Fierce Witch Stalkers are going to be what Pepijn will be cutting for this matchup. On Alan's side of things, he has a lot more deficit in the matchup to make up. And he has access to 3 Return to Nature to do so, and 3 Negates to be interacting with what Pepijn is trying to do. The rest of his cards in the sideboard aren't really all that relevant. Healer of the Glade, maybe, but I highly doubt that he wants it. Niels, Fluffy Taco asks if they are seeing you in Salford next weekend.
They will be seeing me in Salford next weekend. But first, let's have a look at Kapow! The actual deck lists, now that I am finally finished setting them up. The actual deck lists. Dude! What's going on here? Fluffy Taco, did Emma win yet? Well, yes, Emma won the unwinnable match against Dries's mono-red deck. That was pretty epic. If Pepijn wins, make him do the Lotter Shuffle. Are we seeing you in Salford next weekend? Yeah, like I just answered, I'll be in Salford next weekend. And the gentlest of all muffins has become a happy Viking. I say has become, but that is completely wrong. For the 23rd month, like yep. I said, the longest lasting supporter of this channel. We seem to have a bit of a bitrate stutter. I hope that didn't reflect on the quality of the stream. And we have another follower as well in the Fluffy Taco. Gentle Muffin, your place in the longhouse by now has a butt-shaped chair for you.
A butt-shaped chair?
Yeah.
Not a dent? Not a butt-shaped dent in my chair? No, actual butt-shaped chair. I'm sitting on a butt. Nice. Yeah.
That's, that's how we treat our oldest, our eldest.
Veggie Wombat, I am the gentle muffin. I myself am the gentlest of muffins.
And it looks like our players are getting ready for game number 2.
Okay, it looks interesting for Pepijn, right? He has Oven, he has a Footlight Fiend, he gets to interact. But he doesn't have a Trail of Crumbs. So it's, yeah.
By Trail of Crumbs you can wait on.
That's true. But I mean, or anything else that really pulls him ahead. And he drew a land. But, you know, Evolving Wilds, it's fine.
Wait, we have 4 subscribers.
Oh wow, Alan did actually bring in the Healer of the Glade.
I have a mystery subscriber right now. One that I didn't notice.
Okay, interesting. Well, in the meantime though, Alan going up to 24 off of a live game land and a Healer of the Glade, which is interesting. I didn't mention it while going over the sideboard that he might bring them in, but I'm still rather surprised he actually did.
Miss Viking, I am not a muffin.
No, I am the muffin.
I can see Anouk's face, like the who thinks I'm a muffin.
And there's a Footlight Fiend, and this is looking actively like a Rakdos food deck now, but do not be mistaken, it is definitely Jund. And that's a Cloud Concealer. Sure thing.
This really looks like a B-team showing at this point.
Yep.
In the meantime, another follower. Welcome.
No, it's fine. Pepijn has Cat plus Devil in hand.
Ah, okay.
So the A-team is on its way, buddy. Did you cross your arms and pout after typing that? That is exactly how I was imagining Anouk as well.
Too late, you're a muffin in my mind now.
So there's the cat.
Getting better with every
23 to 21.
Second.
How dare you knowing what I do after saying I'm not a muffin? Because you're predictable.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so Pepijn has an untapped land in hand. So Pepijn is not going to sacrifice the Evolving Wilds, and Alan will know the writing is on the wall, and Alan is going to lose his entire board next turn.
1, 2, 3. Yep. You're missing relevant toughness.
So the cat has been cycled. The Evolving Wilds not sacrificed. Forest. Mayhem Devil.
Scoop.
Sack. Ping. Then churn the... Actually, no, you can't wipe the entire board.
Yes, you can. The Footlight Fiend pings as well.
That's 2 triggers still.
Oh,
And
yeah.
But I mean, sure, you leave the...
Yes, you can. You sack it. You ping it. Do 2 damage. You get the food. You sack the food for nothing.
Wait.
Oh, no, you can't because you need to pay for food. But you don't care. You want to be ready to get rid of the
Risen
next
Reefs.
Riven,
Exactly.
Risen Reef.
Exactly.
They called Miss Viking a muffin top.
I don't know what it means. I know the word muffin top because I was thinking of it as well, but I wouldn't want to say it because I don't know what it means. It's something clothing related, right? Or am I wrong?
Held a message for reasons.
Is Anouk getting kinky and dominant? A muffin top. That's allowed. Kinky is... There's nothing wrong with saying the word kinky.
So the point of having a filter is not for you to read it out loud before you know how it ends.
I didn't realize it was a filtered message. I thought it was someone posting something in chat. I'm not an official streamer. I don't know how this works.
Now I have add permitted term kinky on my
Sander,
stream.
je bent iets vergeten in de outpost. Oh, really? What? Because this is something that happens frequently. I forgot my...
You forgot Alan.
I've on GP Brussels, after I conceded round 8, I forgot my deck at the table. Flores was like calling me, dude, you forgot your deck, I have it for you. In the meantime, though, Pepijn deploys a 4/4 Trampler, and ooh boy, things are not looking good for Alan. As we said, this is a hugely food-favoring... Well, that's not something we're going to allow.
Sometimes I'm happy I have this chatbot filter.
Yep.
It's like the only thing I took time to set up properly.
I can imagine. Well, here's a neoformed Risen Reef. And the oven has already been taken care of, so... Alan... I mean... If you know what Pepijn's hand is, not the greatest, but Alan is trying his very best.
Well, he got rid of the oven,
so
that neutered a lot of the power.
But does he have a follow-up for the Risen Reef?
Right. Oh, it's something that a lot of people seem to misassess in the food decks, is they are trying to get rid of the cat, when in fact
you get rid of the oven
is so much more effective. How kinky is this chat? Oh my god, this is getting worse.
Well,
kinky just means angles, right? like a kink in the cable. How kink? This.
Are they wrong though?
I'm not getting... let's get back to the match, where we have Pepijn de Grace putting pressure on Alan Schuur's elementals. Cats coming in viciously, their fangs sing into a Risen Reef, but of course a Risen Reef is way too chunky and blocky for a cat to take out. Survives, the cat goes to the graveyard. Out, Pepijn finds a trail of crumbs to follow, sees that first little snacking, but decides to give it to the dead cat. The dead cat, smelling the food, decides that life is worth a lot more than just hanging around in graveyards, and comes back and somehow steals life from their opponent. Lore-wise, this doesn't make sense, but whatever. And we bring a land, and because we visit the land, we get more life or something. This was a sports reporter Niels. I want to do a coverage stream like this.
Okay.
Like one match the entire time.
I want to not be there for that. Here's another Risen Reef. Alan just now found his first red source, which coincidentally is also his first black source, but that's not as relevant. Oh, I'm definitely up there. Easy 6 or 7.
Just ignore the chat, please.
I refuse. Okay, so yet another Risen Reef died to mayhem. The same mayhem devil's triggers. Alan has been trying his hardest, but
yeah, we're one good attack away from wrapping this up, I'm afraid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's also a Scorching Dragonfire in Alan's hand.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack for 9. Pepijn could do 10 damage by playing Omen of the Dead and sacking it to its own ability to ping a damage. Sadly, not good enough.
Gonna need stat sheets and fluff to do that coverage for an entire match.
Yeah,
that's true. It'd be a lot of fun though. I think you could really start something viral.
Scoops them up.
Alright, and we have a winner in Pepijn de Grijze with RGB Food taking the last quarterfinal match here. In what was pretty much a display of how this matchup tends to unravel in competition. The Elementals deck, generally known to be the most dominant, the most powerful deck to have in Gentry, but Food then again known to be the strongest antidote to that deck. Both
Exactly.
The Junt and the Rakdos version, really, they're very well suited to to tackle this deck. So we are gonna go back and give Arthur and Tom.
Yes, Arthur and Tom. And the next one is Emma versus Pepijn. Emma versus Pepijn, I'm gonna love seeing that. However, Arthur versus Tom, for that I will give you Kobe as your co-caster, and I will take a little bit of a break.
Sure.
And I'll go and put the iPad upstairs for the lists.
Yeah. So we are going first to have a little chat with Alan. We're gonna have a chat with Alan first. He's on his way here. I hope. No, Alan's still up there. The instruction to come down straight away has been not very well received, one could say. It's so awkward to see yourself reacting just like under yourself. I don't know if you can see it back there, but we have Kobe coming in.
I've been told I can take someone's seat.
You can take a seat after Alan was here. You can sit on the bed.
Yeah.
AKA the waiting area.
Yeah, that's how. I just need sort of like lounge music or something like that.
Wow. Alan! Yay! Welcome! So, Alan, that was the metagame match. I really smiled when I saw that was going to be it, because on the one hand it's a bit sad because we know that the Food deck is heavily favored. Yeah. Mayhem Devil True. Is the antidote to Elementals pretty much in this matchup. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, I was happy to see that those two decks, at least one of them was going to go out and let others give an opportunity. How was the match from your seat?
Yeah, I knew from the start I didn't have a chance. I could try, but there has to be so much in favor for me.
Yeah.
Like a Risen Reef surviving at least one turn, and against that deck it will not happen.
Yeah, Pepijn's deck has even extra ways to get rid of it. Yeah. That Footline Fiend is True. A concession to, hey, Elementals, we have a good win rate against it, but it's the best thing and we'll need to win consistently against it. So you get to face off against that innovation as well. So that was pretty rough. As for your deck, let's have a quick look at it. Transition. You are the one on this side, so let's highlight that a bit. There we go. So this is your deck. you're playing a slightly different version of this deck than the other Think Tank. You're still playing the Creeping Trailblazers, you're still playing the Thicket Crashers. Your deck generally is better suited at finishing those mid-game grindy matchups because you actually get to attack and put pressure on your opponents. Do you still feel that is warranted, that this is just straight up a better way to approach this deck building?
I don't know. The Crashers could be swapped out for something else at that place because I still need the 4-drops to neoform into my rares.
Sure.
The Trailblazers, I don't know what else I can trade them for. I don't know. I've looked for it. It has to be an elemental on turn 2 preferably. Maybe I play healers, the Healer of the Glade main, but I need something on turn 2, an elemental on turn 2, so I can neoform into a Risen Reef or neoform in something turn 3.
Yeah, you are you have the more 2-drops for that purpose. Okay. So I want to thank you again for coming down. It was a very nice showcase of these 2 decks at least. And if you have something to add, no. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Enjoy your stay downstairs.